Personville was settled about 1853 when B.D. Persons moved his family to a sandy farm plot. More families followed, and the area was named Personville. The post office was established in September of 1858 with William F. Persons as its first postmaster. By 1880, a store was opened by Dr. Glass and J.F. Boyd, followed later by W.R. Merrill and T.H. Beaver's business. There were two physicians, Dr. Glass and Dr. Shell. John Glass was the justice of the peace, and Joe Worsley brought the mail from Mahia to Personville every day. In 1904, the Trinity Brazos Valley built a railroad that ran from Mahia to Navasota. It was used to ship sand and cordwood, timber and cotton bales, as well as it carried passengers. The large depot had a loading block where the men would place the bales of cotton and other things for shipping. It made regular stops at Personville. In 1933 or 34, the railroad system had finished its usefulness and was taken up by the railroad company. The road bed is now Highway 39. After the railroad was built, Personville grew with 4 general stores, a bank, a lumberyard, a telephone exchange, a hotel, tin shop, a drugstore, and millinery shop. In 1916, a fire broke out in the Roas store. It was fanned by a high wind, and it soon spread through all of the business district. The town burned all night and nothing was left standing. Many had no insurance, so some had enough money or enough sources to rebuild, but the community lost more than it ever regained, except for the good memories that they had of the town. In the middle 20, Personville consisted, to my knowledge, of a bank, a lumberyard, a post office, drugstore, barbershop, a grist mill, a ladies' club, a blacksmith shop, 2 merchandise stores, a school, and a church. And now the church is the only thing that's left standing, and there is a historical marker. We had only one building for a church. In 1913, Hill and Maggie Glass sold an acre of land to the Baptist and Methodist churches to build a church. One weekend the Baptists were to have church and the other belonged to the Methodists. Once the church was built, they had church on Saturday night, Sunday, and Sunday night, and it was attended to most of the people in town. During the summer, several denominations would hold week-long revivals. At times we would have gospel singing in the afternoon or all-day singings. All were well attended. Christmas, we had a large Christmas tree and a program given by the children of the church. We had no electricity, so we used Coleman lanterns for light and had paper fans that was usually had advertisement on them and were donated by different businesses. When my mother went to school at Personville, there were only 10 grades, and she said you were not counted absent if you missed a day to stay home and help with farming. Her sport was basketball, which was played outside. I went to grammar school through the 7th grade at Personville. They had already sent the high school to Doney in the early 1930s, where they went until the Fair Oaks High School was built, and its first year in operation was 1936. We had only 11 grades, the 8th through the 11th, and all in that area was consolidated and went to Fair Oaks. most of the residents either had their own farm or worked for a farmer or rented land from one of the farmers that had more than they could use.